Guys, we're gonna talk about how to successfully pair your class up with shared barbells. We are a team training concept. That means you're always gonna be working out with people when you come to Performance 360. It's group fitness, so we really lean into that. So on those days where we have our barbells, they're always gonna be performed at the rack. We typically have 8 racks within a gym, and we typically have class caps of 24. Doing the math, that means we're gonna have 3 people on a bar in full classes. You will have a lot of full classes. So the key is not to get stressed out by this, to embrace it, be prepared with organizational tools ahead of time that are gonna help you run an effective class. A lot of times, new inexperienced coaches, new inexperienced members can really stress about the fact of, who do I pair up with? Am I gonna use a barbell all by myself? Don't let it come to that. It's really easy to guide your class into it. You set that tone in the walkthrough. Guys, we have back squats today. We got a full class today. Awesome. There's gonna be some excellent energy in the room. Make sure that when we're pairing up today, guys, we wanna look for folks that are similar height. It's very easy to strip weight on and off. It's a strength tier. There's plenty of recovery, but you can't change your height on your setup. So make sure that if you're pairing up, say you're 5'10", pair up with people that are between 5'8", 6 feet, something like that, so you have that reasonably similar height. That's a back squat. If it's a movement like a deadlift, guys, we want to try as best we can to pair up with people that are reasonable strength level as ours, but we don't have to be the same ability. Remember, we have time to move weights on and off throughout the course of this workout, so don't stress who you're pairing up with. Have some fun with it, meet some new people, use the energy of your partners to help you kind of achieve something that maybe you thought you couldn't. And then from a loading the bar perspective, you simply instruct your class. Easiest thing to do, guys, is just have the person using the lightest weight load that weight on first. So say you and I are paired together and I'm using 135 pounds. I've got my 45 pounds on the inside. Say you're using 225, then you just put your 45s on top of that to be 225, and we just take those off when it's my turn. So that way you're not having to strip the whole bar, add the whole bar every time somebody goes to perform a squat. And that's pretty much just the concept of how you pair people up. Have some fun with it. Don't stress it. If you stress it, your class will stress it. Finally, new folks, new members, trials. If you can, it is always best to pair those folks up with other new members and other new trials. Those folks can be a little bit intimidated, so they'll be paired with people that are a little bit more on their level, and you, as the coach, don't have to make multiple stops throughout the room to coach them. They're all gonna be at that same bar, at that same station. You can consolidate those coaching cues. You can consolidate the tips and the feedback. That is how you pair folks up for barbells on the days that we have those lifts.